Long before the streets of Olaku learned the sound of sirens. Before concrete walls hid secrets. Before people stopped asking questions. There was a city the elders called Umulebo. A city where wealth arrived too quickly and left silence behind. This is not just a story of a man. It is the story of a house. A house that became hungry. Sit close. Lower your voice. Because some stories do not like to be shouted. In Umulebo lived a man called Nwok Okonta. He was not born into wealth. No goats. No land. No title. But one day, money found him. Or perhaps, he found money. His rise was like bushfire in Harmattan. Quiet at first. Then suddenly everywhere. Okonte built the biggest house at the edge of town. Tall gates. Many rooms. Lights that never slept. People said, Yulo Yenoim Ego. His house produces money. Chiefs drank palm wine in his compound. Policemen greeted him with smiles. Drummers praised his name at festivals. But the elders sat apart. One old man tapped his staff and said, When a river grows fat overnight, ask what is feeding it. No one listened. One hot afternoon, a small boy named Obina walked through the market. He sold groundnuts in a cracked bowl. His voice was thin, but honest. No ochre. Fresh groundnuts. Hunger followed him like a shadow. Obina's mother had sent him out early. Sell well, she said. So we can eat tonight. When the sun leaned west, Obina reached Okonte's house. A man stood at the gate. He smiled too easily. Come inside, my child, the man said. Rest. Drink water. But the water was not water. That evening, Obina did not return home. The night swallowed his name. And the earth began to listen. Before dawn, a motorcycle raced through the quiet streets. A man rode it. Fear rode with him. Between his legs hung a black bag. The bag leaked. A passerby shouted. The motorcycle stopped. When the bag fell, the city screamed. Inside it was a child's head. Not a goat. Not an animal. A child. Women tore their wrappers. Men shouted the names of forgotten gods. Obora. Blood. The lie that had protected the house broke open. The man was seized. He talked. He talked too much. He named names. The carrier of the bag was taken away in chains. People waited for truth. They waited for justice. But justice never came. Before the sun rose twice, the man died in custody. No trial. No confession before the ancestors. The people understood. When justice sleeps, an elder whispered, fire wakes. That night, the drums changed their voice. Not for dance. For anger. People gathered without invitation. Men. Women. The young. The old. No leader. Only rage. They marched toward Okonte's house. Fire touched the gate. The house screamed. Walls cracked. Windows burst. The great house burned like dry palm fronds. And as the flames rose, the earth opened its mouth. Bones appeared. Small bones. Many bones. Children's bones. The crowd fell silent. Then the fire grew angrier. By morning, wealth had turned to ash. Okonta did not die that night. No. The gods are patient. They allowed him to live. Long enough to taste waiting. Long enough to taste chains. Long enough to be forgotten. Years passed. His name stopped being praised. It became a warning. And when death finally took him, no drum announced it. Only silence followed him to the ground. Till today. When a house rises too fast, Igbo elders say, Juya ebe igo esibiae. Ask where the money came from. Because blood never hides forever. Because the earth remembers every child. Because fire is the last judge. When men fail. And that is why no one builds on that land again. This was not just a story. It was a mirror. The ancestors are watching. Subscribe, like and comment for more African folktales. Thanks for watching.